Are you both single?
Yes. Okay, Christina Aguilera.
Hello, everybody.
Wait.
Oh, damn. Hello.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're in a different location. We're in my room actually filming today because we never do, and we had a whole thing, and we've been hanging out. We went to the gym today.
We live separately, by the way. I feel like a lot of people think we live together. No, we live in different parts of the city.
We wanted to do a part 2 of last week's video because there were a lot of questions we couldn't answer, we didn't answer, and we wanted to answer. So this is it. So you guys asked us questions, and we're gonna answer.
Ready?
Yes,
This one's crazy. If there was a chance that one of you could take a once-in-a-lifetime trip, so like maybe like to live in Mars.
Jesus.
For 6 months with a group of awesome people, would you take the trip? Condition being whichever one of you goes cannot talk/message with the other for 6 months. It doesn't have to be to Mars, but like once in a lifetime trip. I would.
I would also.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to say it.
I completely would, yeah.
Yeah, I think we can. And then we can
I'd
both
be
talk
like,
about it
I love
after 6
you,
months.
and I'll see you when I see you, but I'm going. 6 months is fine.
Yeah, I think so too.
If it was a year, that would be kind of crazy.
But would you, okay, if it was a year?
I
I
don't know.
think I would take it. Would you take it?
Like what?
If I knew it was once in a lifetime, I'd have to
Yeah, and
take
you're
it.
very with that person. Like, I'm never gonna do this again. Of
Yeah.
course, I'm gonna take that opportunity. And
Oh, yeah.
So I think it makes sense, and I think I would too. Why not?
Yeah.
Mars?
Mars, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
could say
think
what
I'd go to Mars. I've debated this so much with other people. They're like, oh, like if they had set up a colony in Mars and you were one of the first people to go, like would you go? And I was like, no. The fuck? I wouldn't. And a bunch of people were like, yeah, like I'd go to Mars. I'd go to Mars if they told me to go. And I'm like, why? It's just red there.
It's
Just dust. Like the earth is so beautiful. I mean, it do be dying though, but it's beautiful.
What would happen if one of you just left the house and moved somewhere else without even telling the other person why?
That would be the end of our friendship.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. I'd have to like grieve heavily. I'd have to like go to therapy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
This one says, hi, first of all, I want to say that I love you guys. The content has been amazing.
Oh, we love you too.
And second of all is that I need advice. You see, as an artist/content creator, it is tough for me at least to deal with criticism. So how, when, and why should I deal with criticism? So I feel like we get a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys go through our comments, especially like on our shorts, it's just hate comment after hate comment after hate comment. And I think I like that because we get desensitized to it. So now we understand like, oh wow, we get so many hate comments. Like, does it matter? I would say that you have to look at it as if the criticism is online and it doesn't help you improve. Because you said you're an artist, right? If somebody's saying like, I like the way you drew this, but I think that it would be more helpful if you did this type of style, then that's great. That's really constructive.
Yeah.
That's very constructive and it'll help you improve. But if someone's like, oh, I hate the color you used, period, does that really matter? Like, you like the color that you picked, like it was your choice, it was your artistic choice, like then that's it, right? There are so many things to be worried about that aren't people online.
Would you rather use the same toothbrush for a week or punch each other in the face?
I'd punch you in the face. Lucas, there's so much bacteria in the toothbrush. I'd have to punch you in the face, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
But like really hard.
Wow.
If I had to punch you in the face, I'd do it a little bit hard.
Okay. Do it.
Okay. Stupid ass.
The sound effects.
Question from a French guy in France. Do you think...
Oh, that's so fun. That's so cool, dude.
I know, right?
All around the world.
Do you think that when you're in a relationship or on a date, you're looking for someone that has some particularities, traits like the other? Do you think that you do that? I don't.
I don't.
I
If
do
anything,
not
would be
do
like a tiny mix because I feel like I do a balance. Like if we're both just like,
Abadabudubu.
hey.
I don't think I actively look for somebody like Lucas. I think it just happens naturally. Like everybody that I get with is introverted. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm usually like the one, like the extroverted one, I guess, but
you look for someone more like you, right?
like me? No.
Because I know you mentioned in a podcast recently like that it's like you want the back and forth.
Yes, I do. I would love the back and forth. But yeah, like everybody that I date or that I like see or whatever.
Entangle with.
Yeah, have entanglements with. They're usually introverted, which is so
Really funny.
wild. Yeah. But I would say if I had to pick a personality trait from Lucas that I would want in a partner, it would be, it's not a personality trait, but like the way that you make me feel safe and comfortable.
Oh.
Like I can just do anything. Like I can fart in your face.
Oh yeah, you've done it like 17 times today.
Yeah. Today? Oh, I haven't. Maybe on other days. But yeah, I would say that is the biggest thing.
For me, it's like when like you the way you make me laugh y todo eso.
Oh.
Yeah, someone that could constantly do that.
Like
The
consistently
smile.
make you
Consistently.
laugh. That's hard.
And you do that.
Me? I know I did that.
Are you both single?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Christina Aguilera. This is like an advice one.
This is, I really
I
do
love
want to
advice
incorporate
ones.
like, because Tree since the very beginning has wanted to do like an advice thing like
Yeah.
on TikTok. But maybe we could bring that like every once in a while, we'll like do a whole advice thing.
Like just a video.
Because I feel like you're, like Tree's very good
I
at
do.
that.
I love giving advice.
So if you guys want to leave down like some like advice things that you guys need, we might do a video in the future. So
Yeah.
just let you know. Yeah.
After my best friend got into a relationship, she shut me out completely. We haven't talked in 5 months, and anytime I text her, she says she's busy or just ignores my text even though I know she's online. We used to be like you and Tree at one point. I don't know what to do. Any advice? For that, I would say I think it's time to like reevaluate the friendship. You know, if somebody is quick to ditch you
Yeah.
for
Of course.
somebody else that they just met, it's really time to reevaluate that friendship. But also, you know what? Like honor the good moments
Yeah,
that you
we talked
had
about this,
together
Mhm.
and grieve too. Like if this is a friendship that has been lost, like you have all the time in the world to grieve.
Yeah.
And to really feel that. I would say if in terms of like reaching out, if you every single time you reach out she says she's busy, I don't think it's worth it anymore. I would say maybe one last time be like send her one thing and like tell her how this has impacted you. Kind of say like, oh
Really
hey,
hurt.
like this really hurts, whatever, I really wanna get back into this. But if she doesn't want to, that has nothing to do with you.
I was about to say that it
King.
might feel like it's about you, but it's
It's
not.
not. It's
You
not.
are-
It has everything to do with that other person and like their feelings and stuff. Like it has nothing to do with you. I promise, like you didn't do anything wrong from what I know.
Yeah, from
obviously,
what I know.
from the details. Does it frustrate you too that people are so simple-minded to think that if a man and woman hang out, they have to be banging? I have such low self-esteem that I think the only reason a girl would want to be with me is to punish themselves because I'm so hideous. And because of this, I'm terrified of sex and relationships in general. I know you're not professionals, but any advice? I actually saw this one when we were making our first Q&A video, and like this one really, really resonated with me because I know I'm gonna say this and everyone's gonna be like, what, why, whatever, but I have that same problem. I feel like my self-esteem is very low, and when I go on dates, I'm like, I can't believe like this person would want to go out with me. Like it doesn't make any sense. So then it makes me not do the things that would make me more likable to that other person. Does that make sense? So I'm already in my head
Mm-hmm.
when I'm on the date, and because I'm in my head, I don't do all the great things in my personality and stuff that would make that other person like me. You know, I also want to say that because of that has prevented me from making a lot of great and genuine connections with people because I'm so scared. And I feel like if there's one thing that should not be in our lives, at least in these moments, like especially in moments where you're on dates with others, is fear. Like that should not be there. I feel like fear just does so much to like destroy like our happiness, I think. And I think once we start letting go of fear, we can start to let in love for ourselves, love for the people around us, and it'll make us act more genuine and more caring, and in turn people will like us more. So it starts with you. I think in terms of advice, I would say is there's somebody for everybody. There are people out there for you no matter what. And no one is gonna go out with somebody to punish themselves. That's a very irrational thought to have. So I would say let the love in, like embrace the love that this world has for you, and you will exude that into the world. and it in turn will benefit you, you know? I don't want you to lose these wonderful connections with people because you hate yourself so much and because you're so fearful and you don't want to show that part of yourself. I say do it in fear. Do it with the fear, you know? Just do it anyway. And you never know what can happen. But yes, I do have that problem too. And I've been working on it. It's really hard, let me tell you, and it's not gonna go away overnight. But it's about being aware and being more conscious of it, you know? Like you can think this, so like let's say you're on a date, right? And you catch yourself in the moment, you're like, fuck, like I'm so ugly, like why would they want to be on a date with me? Catch yourself, like be like, wait, why am I thinking that? And then like rewire the thought pattern, because they're just thoughts at the end of the day. Like you may think you're ugly and you may think that you're boring and you may think that people wouldn't want to be with you, but at the end of the day, those are just thoughts. Like they're not based in reality at all. So might as well let them go and see what reality has in store for you. Be open and be loving. Yeah!
Advice with tree?
Advice with tree, huh?
But was there a question you wanted there or no?
Oh, the other question. Yeah, the
the
first question.
oh,
Does it
okay.
frustrate you that two people are so simple-minded that they think that a man and woman hang out have to be banging? It did frustrate us in the beginning,
It did, yeah.
I would say, and we've made videos about it. But at the end of the day, like, if people are so dense to realize that two humans can't be friends because of something that they can't control, their sex, that's not on me, that's not on you, that's on them. Like if they're so dense, like let them be dense.
At the end of the day, everyone has different experiences with that. Like
Yeah, everybody lives their own lives. Like there are men and women that are just friends, and that's okay. And it has nothing to do with me. So you see, already getting into the it has nothing to do with you. Like at the end of the day, this is off topic, but 99%, I feel like, is that wrong?
99%, 99.9% you mean?
No. 99%, it sounds so weird. 99%. Basically, 99% of the things that happen to you because of someone else usually have nothing to do with you and have everything to do with the experience and the feelings of the other person.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we live our life through our own lens and we'll see people through that only. We'll cut people off because of something that happened to us in the past and we don't want that to happen again. That has nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with the experience of the other person. Basically, I don't know, live your life, bro. The fuck? Best advice to a 9-year-old you.
Dude, I don't fucking know.
Mine would be, bitch, stop taking things so damn seriously. Like, you're 9, bro. Like, live your life. Dude, I was so emotional about everything. Like, everything impacted me so much. It's like, damn, if I could go back and be like, damn, I'm just gonna be 9 and just not give a fuck, like, I would do that in a heartbeat. But I don't know, everything just impacted me so much.
Do you think if you had children, you would tell them, like, when they're 9, like, and you see them
Yeah.
boring, you'll be like, oh.
Absolutely.
And then
Bro, I would. Did you ever cry doing math? You never did that? Dude, I would do math homework and it wouldn't make any sense to me and I'd start crying.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, I'm gonna get a C or whatever. And it's like, bitch, you're 9. Get the C, get the D, get the F. Get an F, dude. You're 9 years old. Like, if you don't know something, you don't know something.
Looking back, like, did it matter?
Did it matter? No. Literally, it didn't. It didn't. Do not change yourself for anyone.
Oh, that's good.
Do not, because you want to know something? I've seen it so much, and especially like when I look at like TV shows or whatever, and like there's a kid getting bullied for wearing bright clothes or something, right? Then they stop wearing the bright clothes
Yeah,
so that they
because
stop getting bullied. But the thing is that if they got bullied, right? Let's say it wasn't physical, it was just verbal bullying, and somebody was like, oh, like your shirt sucks, whatever. You can just be like, okay. And then not give them the satisfaction.
Yeah.
Like, just be like, okay.
But also as a 9-year, like, you just
I know, you just don't. But like,
But that's
if
the advice you would give,
if I
absolutely.
had to give advice, like,
Yeah.
don't change. Don't give in. Like, don't give them that satisfaction. Like, be completely and utterly yourself and don't apologize for it. Do not, because I changed myself so much when I was little. Because all I wanted to do was fit in. That's all I wanted. But it's like, what does that do?
That's something I would tell myself too. Absolutely.
Has your relationship made it more difficult on your romantic ones? Not in finding them, but in receiving the same stimuli/satisfaction. Like, because we have such a good relationship, like when you go out with other people, does it make it hard to be like, oh, like getting the same type of satisfaction that you get from our relationship in like others?
I will say a little bit.
A little?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a little. Just because.
But it's also because it's just the beginning of that
Exactly,
relationship.
yeah.
You know?
Like, neither of us have been, well, I guess like in the beginning of our friendship, yes, I was in a relationship. Like ever since that, like neither of us have been in an in-depth relationship since our friendship really started. So every time we go out, we're just meeting the people, like we're getting to know them. So like of course there's gonna be like, damn, like if Lucas was here, like he'd laugh at this or whatever. So I would say yeah, it does make it a little difficult, but I definitely think that if we got to know our people, like if we go out on dates and we see them for like a long time, eventually we'd get to that point.
Yeah, we'll form a connection with them.
And like have our own separate one.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes or no?
We never really talked about that.
Yeah, no, never.
But I actually do. I'm like, she would have laughed at that joke.
Yeah, and or like I'd be like, oh damn, if Lucas was here, like I could be super loud, or whatever, or I could this.
I also find myself doing things you do, and then I'm like, wait, like they're not gonna get it.
Like what?
Like something like noises that you make or something like.
Oh okay, yeah.
Oh, like okay, they'll do this. I'm like, or like, whoa, I'll do that, and they'll be like. I'm like, I'm so sorry. That's just like something my bestie does. I've done that before. Yeah.
You know what I do all the time?
What?
I'll say something and then I'll be like, right? I do that all the fucking time because of you. Because you always go, oh, like the thing is on, right? Right? So then I just go like that. Like I'll be like, oh, we're eating pizza, right? Right? And then the girl will be like, I don't know. Yes? I'll be like, oh, okay. Lucas.
Damn, that's funny.
Yeah, it's so funny. That's our Q&A for you guys. Part 2.
We might do more later on. Advice. So keep sending questions and advice. We might do it in the future.
Oh. Bye.
Wait, that's it? That's our outro?
I don't know.
Come back.
Oh, okay.
Cover the camera.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next week.